Welcome, everybody, to Casting for Two. It's me, your host, that one random guy named Chris, who gives us plenty of quality content every week. I'm that guy. Hi, welcome, Casting for Two, episode number 92. I'm happy to bring you this episode, but first, let's get into shop talk, because I gotta kill time, and killing time the best way is doing some shop talk. First off, our RTX, the big Rooster Teeth convention, is coming up, and I will be there, and I'm very excited. So if anybody happens to see me, say hey, or just like push me out of the way. So either or. And as always, email me castingfor2@gmail.com, Twitter or Instagram @castingfor2. But let's get into today's guest. It's actually Caitlyn Kennedy, who was on earlier this month, and this is part 2 of our conversation because I had such a great time chatting with her, and we talked for a long time. So this is the second chunk of our conversation, and I enjoy talking with her. I think she's very funny, and I enjoy giving her life advice, which I think she should follow. You'll hear in the episode, but let's get into this episode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy part 2 of my conversation with Caitlyn. All right, Chris, cue the music, please. It was a lot of fun, but the funny thing about open mic is that, you have these guys who are working on new material.
Yeah.
So it kind of upset me that they weren't putting everything into it.
Yeah.
They were just, here's a joke. They were reading from a notepad, which, I mean, it's their style. So who am I to say, oh, that's bad? But I didn't feel there was the confidence or passion there. I was also freaking out because I didn't know what jokes to tell.
Okay.
Because I had a couple of things, just kind of loaded. But like everything I do, and this means everything I do in life, I just thought to myself, well, let me see how the crowd is. So I just went up there and just started talking to the crowd until I felt comfortable, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, I can just tell this joke then.
Yeah,
I think they'll like this joke. So
yeah.
The I mean, it's both fortunate and unfortunate thing is that, I mean, I in 5 minutes I did well when I was expecting to bomb.
Yeah.
And then I got bit.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'm gonna do another open mic here. Probably beginning of August. So hopefully I can bomb then.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's this weird thing where I can't figure out structure. Like I know joke structure, but like structuring jokes and then like segues and then trying to do other jokes, like for some reason I can't get a handle on that yet.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe it'll come more naturally to me when I'm actually doing it.
Right.
But I'm just having problems with like segues.
Yeah. No,
Because like I feel like I do have a few solid written down things, but it's just figuring out how to get from one point to another.
Right.
That's like, it's like, well, that's gonna be your downfall.
Nah, you'll be okay. I always just feel comfortable pointing it out.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it's I am in no way Mr. Comedy Master, and it might not work, but I don't know. I just like to have fun with it. So
yeah. Well, and that's the whole reason I want to do it. I want to see if like I'm built for it, because I feel like it's something I could be good at. I just want to see like, can I take, bombing? Can I take people not reacting well to things?
mm-hmm.
Like, can I take criticism or constructive criticism well? So it's just kind of like this thing where I'm like, I need to feel this out before, I go crazy.
Right, right. No, I hear you. I hear you. Well, when do you turn? When's your birthday?
February. So it's
Okay.
gonna be a little bit. It's like 8 more months.
Are you should do an open mic
7.
on your birthday.
I'm going to. That's the
Okay.
plan. I can go to Meltdown Comics
Mm-hmm.
where they do the Meltdown, but they have an open mic there every Monday night, and that's
Oh.
where I've been planning on going
Mm-hmm.
because I've been to Meltdown before. It's a really cool audience. So I think that's where I might end up doing my first open mic, probably before I'm 21. So
Okay. Cool. Well, and so you're doing it tomorrow then.
today's Monday. No, tomorrow's Monday. What am I thinking?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
god.
See, the stomach flu has got your brain all
I know. I,
crazy.
I slept all day yesterday. What's today?
Today is Sunday.
I slept all day yesterday and then just watched Silicon Valley. I have a problem.
No
Like,
worries.
I'm willing to admit I have a problem.
You know what? They say admitting is the first step.
Uh,
So,
what are the rest of the steps?
eating tomatoes.
Ew.
That I know.
It
I know that's a step. Watching
just
Silicon
sounds.
Valley more.
I look forward to that step.
There we
God.
go. While eating tomatoes.
Oh God. Why would you mix, why would you mix such pure evil with this amazing thing?
so Zach Woods comes up to you. He goes, "Hey, Caitlyn, you were the girl who locked up, right?" And you go,
Wait. This is like an anxiety trigger.
and then and you go, yeah, absolutely. He goes, hey, you know what? I used to lock up too. I'm Zach Woods. It's all good. And then he goes, yeah, would you like to maybe get some tomatoes with me? Go tomato picking, and then maybe we can eat some later. What do
You know
you
what I
say?
do? You know
What?
what I do? I
What?
tell him to fuck off
Oh
because I know it wasn't real.
no! What if it was?
If it was real, I'd still be like, nah, it's
You
weird.
know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend my entire life to get to Zach Woods and have him take you out to a tomato picking date. That's gonna be
My
my
God,
life goal.
no, that sounds like a fever dream.
Forget having kids.
Like I'm gonna have an actual panic attack.
Well, now I have to make that happen and record
No,
it.
you don't have to make that happen. I don't
It's
want that to happen.
content. I need content.
Oh
Stop
my
being
God.
so selfish, okay? I'm
God.
doing this for you.
No. Ew. I don't like this. I told you too much.
I know it's okay.
But like I I previously mentioned on the podcast before that I crashed the adult beginners party, but it was
Mm-hmm.
funny. I was standing back to back with him and I didn't even realize it.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh, that's so horrible.
I was like having this small panic attack to my friend. I was like, because like at one point I had locked eyes with Nick Kroll, and I was like, he knows we're not supposed to be here. What do we do? What do we do? And
He knows. He
I'm
knows
standing,
everything.
I'm standing back to back with Zach Woods.
And Nick Kroll, he's going over the guest list, and there's photos. Those two girls don't belong there.
because because it felt like a party where he knew everybody there. It was like it was like Jenny Slate,
Hmm.
Zach Woods, Jason Mantzoukas, John Daly. It was just a bunch of people that like he definitely knew.
See, that's when I would act like I'm with somebody else, or
Mm.
I would do that Brian thing that you mentioned.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
with
with
Brian.
Brian. Oh God, like I couldn't. We left soon after that.
We've been spotted. Meanwhile,
Because
you go to Nick Kroll's perception, and he's just like, "Oh, who I see two of my friends behind those two girls, one of which is standing right behind Zach Woods."
Nick Kroll, if you're listening to this, I crashed your party.
Yes.
God, I just want to meet him now one day and be like, I crashed your party.
He's like, "I know.
I
I
recognize you.
recognize you,
Well,
lady, girl."
and there was also like this anxiety of like, oh, he definitely recognizes me because I greeted a lot of his shows before. I've seen him at my work a
Hmm.
lot. So I was like, oh, he definitely knows I work at the ArcLight. So it was just like this anxiety inducing experience as opposed to what it could have been. So
You know what you
I
should have
was like,
done?
I gotta go.
You know what you should have done? You should have wore sunglasses.
Ugh.
Then nobody,
Inside,
no,
it
you,
was nighttime and it was inside.
nope, doesn't matter. You get those cool Kanye glasses and wear those. I mean, sure, he would have been like, "Who's the chick wearing the Kanye glasses?" But you at least you'd be incognito.
Oh my God.
I got so many great ideas. You need to implement each and every one of them.
It was just this weird, like, surreal moment where I'm like, I never would have done this about a year ago. I would have been too nervous.
See, but at least you're breaking out of your shell.
Oh,
You're
definitely. I
you're
definitely
you're
am.
getting all Hollywood.
Yeah. Getting all Hollywood,
No, I don't. I
hiding
don't.
from celebrities.
Oh, that's so Hollywood. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. But, like, I. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just. I've seen almost all of the Silicon Valley guys out and about.
Mhm.
And I have yet, except for Thomas Middleditch, to talk to one of them.
But does that mean maybe Thomas Middleditch is your least favorite?
No, it was just that the situation called for me having to talk to him because I was working concessions.
Right.
I was never in a situation where I was forced into a situation where I had to talk to these guys.
Gotcha.
Like,
Okay.
like I had, I saw Kumail Nanjiani, but that was outside of Meltdown one night.
Mm-hmm.
Did not talk to him. Did not say a word to him. And then TJ Miller was at my work. Didn't talk to him because he was late for his movie and he had to go.
Yeah.
Thomas Middleditch I talked to. Zach Woods. We've already gone over this. Have not seen Martin Starr yet.
It'll happen.
It's gotta happen. Apparently, my friend was in an episode of Silicon Valley. Right? Like,
Which episode?
he was in the TechCrunch Disrupt episode, the first one. But he was just an extra. He was just an extra. I have a picture on my phone of him standing behind Martin Starr. And I texted him the other night and I was like, you're standing pretty close to Martin Starr this episode of Silicon Valley. I'm so envious of you every time I watch this.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, well, if it makes you feel any better, I rang him up at box office once and he for sure clearly had never seen me before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh God.
They see a lot of faces. It's hard to recognize
Yeah.
any of them.
Yeah. And then
unless you're wearing cool Kanye glasses, because then they associate you with that.
But like then I got mad because I was like, wait, I've never seen him there. And he's like, and then he tells me that he's seen him there multiple times and then he has a membership. And I was like, this is a really sad day for me because I've never seen him in my life.
Oh, jeez.
Like, I don't know, I'm 4 for 5 right now.
Well, here's
Or
what I'll do. I'll get you his address, and you can go see him.
okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
It's all I want. It's all I want.
uh,
I am the worst person in the world. Oh God.
no,
All I want
no.
is his home address. God, this is gonna go out into the world. People are gonna hear this.
What would you do if you had his address? Would you just stand
I
outside?
wouldn't do anything. No, I wouldn't do anything.
You should do a say anything style.
I'm not a crazy person. I'm not gonna do anything. If anything, I'll have like a panic attack just thinking about it and then like burn it.
Okay.
Like burn the piece of paper that I'm assuming has the address on it.
Burn it and let it be in the air where it intended it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he would find that romantic.
I have panic attacks just thinking about things like this.
That's for me. That's funny. For you, I assume it's not that funny.
It's funny because it's situations that are never gonna happen, but it's also something that's like, I live in Hollywood. Don't say never.
Yeah, yep. That's what Justin Bieber taught us.
Never say never. Quoting the Biebs.
The
Biebs. Haven't met him, but have seen him at my work. Terrible person.
What? I can't think of one situation where he was a bad person.
It's so annoying. So annoying. Like, he was one of the people that would come in and everybody at work would just be like, oh, not this again.
No, I can understand that completely.
Like, Kanye was on better behavior than Bieber was.
I think when Kanye is not being watched, I think he's a decent person.
Mm-hmm.
But when even one person is looking at him, he turns into Kanye.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that the other day. I was watching Kanye's videos. He was almost in a life-ending car accident.
So, oh, really?
Yeah, and he did this video on how it changed his life for the better and blah, blah, blah. And then you see him being an asshole a couple years ago.
Yeah. It's that same thing.
It's all good. It washed off. This is a depressing way to end the show.
We don't have to end it like this. We can go back to...
We can go to Martin Starr's house.
Oh, God.
Let's go right now.
I'm having a hard time with this, just thinking about it. No, this makes me uncomfortable. Like, even just the thought of it, I'm like, ugh. Like, I want to curl up into a ball and not move.
All from just even thinking about going to his house.
Yes, because first of all, it's just weird. That's just a weird thing.
Yeah.
Second of all, the social implications of like, what are you doing? Who are you? What's happening right now? Second of all, like, police. Like, that's a thing in LA. The cops. I don't want to have to deal with this. I don't want to have to pay bail because I had a lapse in judgment.
Right.
Oh, and for a minute I was like, this is a totally good idea. I should do this.
See, I tend to think that way too, but I just think it's funny to try to push you to do it. That's where my thinking is.
I like how you're taking this so seriously, though.
I don't.
You're like, no, you're gonna do this.
Well, yeah, you're gonna do it. It'll happen. I'll get you his address. It'll be fine.
Okay, if you figure out his address, I will do it.
He lives at Hollywood Lane.
Okay, great. Thanks.
See you there.
I shouldn't say that last thing though, because now people are gonna listen to this and be like, "Oh my god, this girl's crazy."
Nah, it's okay. It'll never make it to the episode.
Oh, okay, you're gonna cut it out.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
You can leave that first section out, but maybe don't include that last section.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'll leave it in now.
Maybe just leave it all in. I don't care.
Maybe I'm not going to cut anything.
I don't care what people think about me. Whatever. I
Yeah,
don't care.
and
Think I'm
then
crazy.
and
I'm
then
the one trying not to have this happen.
and I'm gonna get an email. So can you cut that stuff out that I said that I didn't care about, but now I care
you're,
about?
gonna, you're gonna get an email from Martin Starr's publicist.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get an email from Martin Starr. So like police. That's all it's gonna say in his tone.
Oh god, that's horrifying.
I don't know. It sounds funny to me.
It does sound funny. It does sound funny.
I
It
think
sounds very funny, but
it's
also like a nightmare.
I think it's only funny because it's not me.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I'm
that's
gonna
what.
be the one that everybody is like, oh,
Oh,
stay away.
so I have have you seen Rashida Jones?
No, but my friend has.
I see. I think that is my Zach Woods crush.
I love her.
I would not be able to talk, look at her. I would hide behind in between a trash can and a wall. Even if I was she came up in my concession line, I would be like, I go, and then I walk away. I would absolutely 100% do that.
I love her.
I can't.
I
I can't. No, I couldn't. I couldn't handle her.
Oh my god, I do have one other really funny quick story.
All right,
Um,
lay it.
all right, you can end the podcast on this story because this is a great story of how I'm super uncool again.
All right.
So I went into work one day and I was I think I was cleaning theaters. I think I was an usher that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I go up to we have the main lobby, we have an upstairs, and then we have a downstairs. So I went upstairs to go clean a theater, and I don't. It doesn't register with me right away, but my friend who's ticket taking is like Amy Poehler and Nick Kroll are over there. I was like, what? And then he's like, or no, he said they're here. He said they're here. He didn't tell me where they were.
Mm-hmm.
So I went behind concessions to go get a drink. Yeah, because this is where I figured it out. I went behind concessions to get a drink, and I wasn't looking, but I was like pushing the button, so the soda came out, and I kind of did that thing where you kind of like look up, and I almost dropped the cup because I was like, and I did that deer in headlights thing again, and I made eye contact with Nick Kroll, and then Amy Poehler goes and asks, she's like, hey, can I get another water bottle? So, like, my friend was ringing them up, so I just went and grabbed another bottle of water and I handed it to her. Uh-huh. And she starts giggling because I think she knew what was going on in my brain. Like, I was kind of having a panic attack.
Brain shutting down.
Yeah, so I got my drink and I just left the concession stand. So, and then I look at my friend and I was like, you didn't tell me they were right there. And I did this weird whisper yelling thing. I was like, why didn't you say anything? And he's like, I don't know. And then, like, Nick Kroll definitely heard this whole conversation because he starts laughing. And it was just the weirdest. It was the moment where I was like, this is the weirdest job I've ever had.
And then he was like, I recognize that girl. She crashed my party.
This was before the party crashing.
I know, but for joke purposes.
Joke purposes based on facts.
There we go.
So
that's why he was staring at you.
Yeah.
He's like, it's that same chick who was standing behind Zach Woods who was eating a giant tomato.
Timeline is so off.
Comedy doesn't need a timeline.
So that's my weird Amy Poehler Nick Kroll story.
See, I would have tried to make her laugh because I love Amy Poehler's laugh.
I would have had I been able to get proper words out.
You know what? You should have like slipped and fell.
You should have done some physical comedy.
Exactly. Everybody loves physical comedy. Look at Chevy Chase. He's an asshole, but everyone loves him.
Guys, I slipped on this butter.
Whoa! And if you made that noise, it would have been great.
I also really would have hurt myself though.
But that's a risk I'm willing to take.
It's a risk you got to be willing to take for Amy Poehler.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Yeah.
so for people at home who would like to follow you on Twitter and then unfollow you when you talk about Big Team 6, where can they do that?
It's Big Hero 6,
Oh,
first
Big
of all.
Hero 6, sorry.
Show some damn respect.
I will, sorry.
That was weird.
I know,
On
you
Twitter,
lashed out at me.
I know, I'm sorry. It was
I
weird.
mean, look, let's be honest. It's an okay movie.
It's a cute movie.
Yeah, it's, I knew where it was going right from the beginning, so.
It was cute. I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed hearing Scott Adkins' voice because it's been a while.
Yeah.
My Twitter, at Caitlyn JK. Yeah, so you can follow me at.
There you go.
Do it. Don't. I don't care. You make your own decisions. I don't control your life.
And if you would like to send her Martin Starr's address, you can do it at her Twitter.
Great. Yeah, if you have his address, let me know.
And we'll see what she does.
I'm not gonna do anything with it, but like it's something I'd maybe like to have. Oh god. Oh god. Never mind. Don't. God, I'm coming off as so weird right now.
No. Well, if you want to tweet me Rashida Jones's address, I'd be fine with that. Again, well, I'm in San Antonio, so I couldn't do much with it. But
I just want you to know that my head is in my hand right now. I'm doing that where I'm just like, like I'm shaking my head.
That is the picture for the podcast right there.
Just me disappointed in myself.
Yes.
God, this is not where I wanted this to go. Talking about me stalking people. Committing crimes.
What? You're not committing a crime yet.
It's premeditated.
Yeah. Look, it's not Minority Report, okay?
Nobody just making it worse.
Nobody can pre-arrest you, okay? Tom Cruise isn't going to come out of nowhere and arrest you.
Okay.
You're fine.
Well, Tom Cruise is nothing to worry about because I'm not interested in stalking him.
Well, no, he was in Minority Report, that's why.
Oh, I didn't understand that reference.
That's okay. Stick with me. You'll get all the movie references from the 80s, 90s, and the millennium.
Oh, and that was Orlando Bloom who got robbed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, I thought you were referencing like Orlando Bloom getting robbed and stalked. Like, that's where my brain went for some reason. I'm like, wait.
Well, it is a newer reference, that's why.
Yeah.
Although they are making Minority Report into a TV show.
Huh.
So, can I just say I saw that movie and I wanted to kill myself for watching it? The Bling Ring.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Don't see it.
No, I mean, it
not really, even Emma Watson can save it.
Emma Watson was great, but just the way that they acted, I wanted to kill myself.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But then I don't think it would have helped anything, so I decided I'd keep living.
Oh jeez. See, we're just gonna go hide in the corner for the rest of my life because it's just painting me in a very weird light.
Don't worry.
But like, I feel like people are also just gonna be like, yeah, there are people that I'd be like, yep. Give me their address. I'm not gonna do anything with it, but like, why not? It'd be funny.
I think why I'm getting more amusement out of this is because I'm doing it jokingly.
Yeah.
And you keep making a big deal, which makes me want to keep doing it.
just heighten the bit, guys.
Exactly. You keep making it worse for yourself, and I want to keep doing that.
I'm doing it on purpose because like I like making myself uncomfortable.
That's the only way I'm comfortable. It's like in Tokyo Drift, when you're out of control, you're in control.
It's like one of the first things you learn in improv is heighten.
There you go. And that's anybody doing improv. There's a free tip for you.
Find a celebrity, get their address, and go to their house. There's your tip.
There you go. And
Your
make sure
face.
you're wearing Kanye glasses. And that's when it ends right there.
Just me crying to myself.
Either it's crying or laughing. Either way, I'll take
It's like a mix of both.
it.
Like I can't figure out if I want to cry or laugh right now.
Look, you know what? Do whatever feels natural.
Oh my
That's
god.
what Vince Vaughn would say.
Oh, ew. I feel like I'm gonna get hate for not liking Vince Vaughn, but it's fine. I stand behind my opinion of Vince Vaughn.
Nah, I talk to so many people who hate certain people, so it's just it's no problem for me. I don't really give a shit.
Mm,
I mean, it's not going to ruin my perception of Vince Vaughn that I have.
yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
All right, so I'm done recording.
Yeah, awesome. Great.
All right.